Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting end. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 3. Pass to Dick. Pirtle sets the pick for Dick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And now it's Dick knocking down a 3 of his own. Brady ready to answer.
And here's MP for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Dick can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Such a wide-open look. MP's got 8 points.
Ooh, I can tell fresh legs when I see it. Look at the young legs of MP getting out on the break.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. To the paint. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. MP with the bounce pass. Murray finds MP. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game.
If MP buries those catch-and-shoot chances, he'll have a very long career in this league.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Dick. Over heel. Dick can't get it to go.
That's a great look. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's a high flyer!
Ooh, that was nasty.
That's just filthy.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Here's Ingram. Down low. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one of them. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars. Obviously, Pearl has been well coached in his career. Absorbing the wisdom, that's something you got to do yourself, and it's paying off for him right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors, Al Horford. He's checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. Rudy's checked in for Heel. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Pass to Shed. Back to Barnes. Now here's Ingram. The 3. And Moody pulls it down. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Raptors trail by 8. And the foul called on MP. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus.
substitution on the court.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Horford. And it's MP in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Butler against Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors leading by 12. And MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Al Horford. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Dick finds Poeltl. Tries it from 9. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
There is value in traditional fives like Poeltl. They can grab glass, and they can get you bonus points.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Heat had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
A 3 from MP. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Pass to Poeltl. Here's Dick. For 3, Ingram. The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes, he's checked in for Barrett. Here's Ingram. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And despite the
So it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing.
All right, next, let's look. Thank you for being with us. Now,
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Poeltl in at the 5. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. Back to Barnes. Now Dick. Ingram outside. Now Barnes. Defended by Butler. Now the Warriors moving it up. Stolen by Quickly. Barnes with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. For three, Ingram. Can't get it to go. He's made four and just missed his fourth. Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. And that one's good. MP.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Dick. The kick out to Barnes. Pocket six. Screen by Pirtle. Barnes can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 20. Inside. Golden State moving it around. And here's MP for three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Quickly. Curry with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Guys?
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Green. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. A three ball. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his sixth assist on the night. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. They're at the pass to Dick. Now Barnes to stop the run. And it's MP with the rebound. Curry with a wide open look. And another three for Golden State.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And stolen by MP. The finish, and MP throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Barnes screen on MP. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
The three from MP. Good, and Butler gets the assist. MP's got 43 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Dick. The kick out to Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Curry finds Horford. Curry on the wing. And the Warriors, another three.
And It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many.
He's making a change here. MP's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Pirtle's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Shed. Barrett wide open. He fires. And again, Toronto no up.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Pajemski, Jonathan Kuminga out there with MP. Then there's Horford, and it's Moody in at the 2. Pass to Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. Tries the spin move. Ingram scores off the spin.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
And here is Moody. The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Ingram against MP. Over MP. And it's Ingram missing.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's MP. Horford controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Gritty player in there for the board and the score. Horford, he's fighting for his own.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Barrett. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
In the corner, it's MP. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Toronto, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Barrett. Here's Shed from deep. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's MP for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
To the middle, here's Ingram. Plays it up and banks it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Mamu Kalashvili passes to Barrett. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the 3, and another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Powerful finish. Jakob not taking any chances in tight.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
MP.
Wily move by Ingram, able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
And that one misses.
Ingram taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for 3. And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
You're fond of saying stats don't matter